This article talks about how even though fractions can be challenging to teach and to learn, there are some strategies that can be implemented into fraction instruction that can help increase student understanding and success. The article highlights many concepts, such as focusing on the meaning of fractions and other activities to help students physically visualize what they are learning. Quote 1. Emphasize that fractions are numbers, making extensive use of the number lines in representing fractions and decimals. End quote. This concept is extremely helpful when trying to get students to understand the value of fractions relative to whole numbers. Once they understand the values, it will be much easier for them to add, subtract, divide, and multiply fractions. Provide a variety of models to represent fractions. End quote. It's important that students are able to relate the mathematical concepts they're learning to real life. When a teacher offers many different real-life fraction models for their students to manipulate and work with, not only does this help increase their understanding of the material, but it also helps them understand why fractions are necessary and helpful in real life. Quote 3. Link fractions, decimals, and percents whenever possible. End quote. Students should be encouraged to change between these concepts for many different reasons. Usually a student will have a stronger understanding or feel more comfortable performing operations with decimals than they would be with fractions. It's not a negative thing if a student prefers to convert, because if they are converting, they are still demonstrating that they understand the values. In conclusion, fractions don't need to be a concept students have trouble understanding and that teachers have trouble explaining. The strategies and activities discussed in this article are supported by research to be an effective way to teach fractions. The main goal when teaching fractions should be to keep students interacting and visualizing the numbers. The better their understanding of what fractions mean, the easier they will be able to manipulate and perform operations with them.